It has been just over 24 hours since Democrats on the Assembly Public Safety Committee rejected a bill that would have classified human trafficking of anyone under the age of 18 as a serious felony. But now there's a chance that that bill could move forward after all. Thanks for being with us tonight. For Fox 40 News at 10, I'm Eric Harriman.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzo. Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eitan Wallace joining us now with a breakdown of all of the drama taking place in the legislature over this bill and what the governor is saying about it.
Well, the governor says he wants to see some sort of resolution worked out on this bill. Remember, when legislation gets killed in committee, it's very unusual to see it brought back a few days later for a full-on floor vote. But that is exactly what we could see in this case.
That bill fails.
That was the outcome Tuesday when Senate Bill 14 went before the Assembly Public Safety Committee. The legislation sought to classify human trafficking of a minor as a serious felony in California and would have categorized it as a strike under the state's three strikes law. That could increase jail time for convicted human traffickers. Opponents who testified expressed concerns with the bill.
Of course, we are opposed to human trafficking of either minors or adults. But we believe that increasing penalties is a failed policy that has neither deterred crime nor prevented future victims.
Democrats in the committee seemed to agree. None voted to support the legislation, while Republicans voted in favor of it. But it was not enough. The bill failed.
So I was surprised by that.
That's how Governor Gavin Newsom reacted when he found out the bill failed in committee on the Assembly side, noting a majority of Democrats on the Senate side had already publicly voted in favor of SB 14 after they worked with Republicans on the bill language. Fast forward to now, less than 24 hours after the bill failed, Newsom spoke with SB 14 author, Bakersfield Republican Senator Shannon Grove.
It's an area I care deeply about, have since my time as mayor. We put, I don't know, $25 additional million in the budget last year in this space, and I take it very seriously. So I appreciate Shannon Grove's efforts on this, and wanted to make sure she knew that.
I sent him a text and asked him if I could have 5 minutes. Didn't give him the subject matter. He called me back, and I said, "Hello, sir," and he goes, "I'm very disappointed in what happened yesterday."
Senator Grove recounting her conversation with the governor, a conversation she says resulted in him expressing a desire to engage in the legislative process and possibly find a resolution to all of this. After their phone call ended,
I got a text from the new Speaker of the Assembly.
That would be Speaker Robert Rivas. He has since publicly stated he wants to find some sort of resolution. Sources say he helped to arrange a meeting between Grove and Assembly Public Safety Chair Reggie Jones Sawyer on Wednesday afternoon. But as of then, no agreement had been reached as to how to proceed. And now Assembly Republicans say they plan to force a floor vote on SB 14 in session on Thursday.
It was so unbelievable that the Assembly Public Safety Committee would kill this bill that people thought it was fake news. And I had to correct them and say, no, they did do that. Move it to the Assembly floor. Let's get a vote on that, take it back to the Senate and get it to the governor's desk and have him sign it in a ceremony where these survivors can participate.
An Assembly floor session will officially begin first thing Thursday morning at 9 a.m. We, of course, will keep you posted with what happens. Reporting from the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.